2 days ago I decided that I want to play the charioteer, kind of just to try it out. I have been a big enjoyer of the Borsig for a long time. It's my second most played tank, but I've never tested this one. Never was really interested in the FV405, and so this kind of flew under the radar. But then I've been thinking, I enjoy the Hellkit, I like playing it a lot, and this is kind of similar, so I started playing it. And it's pretty funny because on the very same day where I started playing the charioteer and tried it out on a different account, right? A guy on Reddit asked about it, asking charioteer enjoyers what makes this tank so good, right? Because apparently the stats are there, right? But it's not that impressive. So he wrote, I was looking at the Nomad, as it will most likely be added to the game soon. It's a copy of the charioteer. And then he's addressing the soft dispersion values, combined with the aim time, accuracy, and it apparently doesn't seem to be good at all. I mean, yeah, the 0.28, pretty awful. People are raving about the charioteer. I went ahead and free-marked it. It took me, again, this is a different account. This is not my account. I just bought it off someone because it had all of the tanks unlocked and it had a ton of credits. I went from 60 to 95% in 49 battles. I think this is pretty decent. And I finished it with a session of 15 battles today with an average damage of 3.3k. So it really did work out for me, right? And it goes without saying that I fucking love this tank. I am now officially one of the charioteer enjoyers. To cut down the story short, I will not address all of the stats right in the tank. Every single one, nah, there's no point. I will briefly address what we have. The gun. Yes, the dispersion values, the soft dispersion values are definitely a weakness of this tank. However, I will also go as far as to saying that if it had better dispersion values, this would quickly become overpowered. Straight up. You cannot give this tank better dispersion values, because it's otherwise too good, right? You have amazing shell velocity. You have very good standard pen. Frankly, this gun is pretty good, right? And the gold is exactly the kind of gold that I want to see on tanks. This is exactly the kind of gold. This hash is so rewarding to play. My god, it's really satisfying to play, right? If you know how to intuition, and that is definitely something that people can get into, right? People should get into, in fact. If you know how to intuition, if you know your target, you will very quickly make use of it. And it's very rewarding, it's very satisfying. And you might think you want higher pen, right? You want higher pen gold to be competitive. No. I did not struggle once to pen my targets with the standard ammo. Like, I was never in a situation where I actually struggled to pen anything, right? This tank is flexible enough. So, other than that, obviously no armor. Mobility really good as well, which matters, by the way, for this tank. Concealment also pretty decent, as you can see. And the moving camo also pretty decent, right? So, verdict. Why do I love the charioteer? The reason I love the charioteer is because I can play it like a medium tank. It's a tank destroyer that I don't have to play like a tank destroyer. You can play it like a tank destroyer, and that's a good thing. You can swap between sniping from safe distances. You can swap between playing it passively, taking it easy. In cases where your team gets overrun, right, you can take the positions and play it like a tank destroyer. You just have to make sure that you don't move too much, that your aim is smooth, so that you're not fucking yourself with the dispersion values, right? You also don't want to move your hull too much and stuff like that. When you're aimed in with this setup that I'm running, you can get good accuracy, right? And it doesn't aim that slowly. It's manageable, for sure. Yes, you will get trolled at longer ranges. Yes, it is derpy, but... And yes, I would say it's more derpy at longer ranges than your average tank destroyer should be. But you can get good RNG, you can get bad RNG, and this gun can actually snap as well, right? I have had moments where I could snap my targets pretty well without fully aiming my shots. And again, you can play it like a medium, and that's what matters. In my opinion, that's the absolute selling point of this tank. It's very flexible. It has the 9 degrees of gun depression. It's very mobile. It has a fully traversable turret. And it has a punchy gun, right? You can brawl with this tank destroyer better than its competition. So is this the best tier 8 tank destroyer? No. I will also like not compare tanks at all anymore because I don't think there's much of a point, right? The tanks are too different from one another and it just solely depends on your preference. Do you enjoy playing a red line triangle? No, then this is your red line triangle, right? This is your tank destroyer if you like playing medium tanks. But of course you have to be careful, but you know, it's high tier, it's punishing anyway in every tank that you play, right? If you don't know what you're doing, obviously you're not gonna perform. But you will see from the footage that I don't play this like a conventional tank destroyer, because in my opinion this excels when you know how to balance it. Balance your passive playstyle with your more aggressive playstyle. It can keep up with the 15-0 meta, it can keep up with the 15-2 meta where battles are over really quickly. You can't say the same about many other tanks in the game, right? Especially not in the triangle department. So yeah, fantastic. I fucking love this tank. It's so good. It's so good. I don't regret playing this at all, man. Or checking this out at all. So what am I running? I looked on skill for LTU index because I don't play high tier that much. And usually I ignore every other CC and just instantly look at what Ducky is recommending, right? Just instantly looking at what Ducky is recommending. So this is a setup that Ducky recommended. I think it was on the secondary one. I did not use the secondary on this. I don't think there was much point for me personally. This is very versatile and it's gonna do the job on every single map that I get onto, right? There's an argument to be made to drop vents for optics on Broke or Mali maps, especially in matchmaking where the matchmaker didn't put a light tank on your team or the enemy team, right? So no light tanks, you might want to run optics. But I can get to a pretty decent amount of view range even with this, right? Field mods maybe, I don't know much about field mods, so again you might correct me if I'm wrong here. I went for the suspension durability. That whole traverse speed is not significant and having more suspension durability can save you, right? Here, aiming speed over aiming circle size. I already reduced the aiming circle size with improved aiming. So this balancing it out pretty well. You're gonna aim a lot anyway with this tank though. So this should be definitely the better choice right there. And then this is a no-brainer, right? I'm always gonna sacrifice 2% view range for extra concealment after firing. There's absolutely no way that you're ever gonna use anything else on this, right, in this slot. No way in hell. So yeah, pretty straightforward, and with that being said, I hope that you enjoy the footage. I'm gonna have some live gameplay, and then we're going to head into the damage record battle and the marking battles, right? The battles where I got the marks. Look at this shit right now. What the fuck? I want to be funny. I want to be funny with this. Wait, is there a scout? There's not even a scout, man. This could be interesting. Do I? Fuck it, man. Fuck it. This is gonna be a blind fire fiesta, by the way. I'm not gonna sit up there because I will die. What is this team doing? Why? Why? My god. What's shooting HE? The shipper tickers. Yeah, look at this, man. The shipper ticks are blind firing. That's so funny. There we go. With so many TDs, I wonder where they could be. That is so curious. They're not gonna push their TDs, man. Their TDs. Oh, fall back. Do I get spotted? Yeah, I do. Okay, someone's sitting up here. Still. Still. I wonder where they could be. Look at this dude. Go. Now we gotta wait because ship attacks are absolutely going now home in on my ass. Okay, that wasn't a hit. That must have been a hit. He fell back, so right here. Nope. Okay, I hit him once. There we go. That's a Ferdinand. That's not even a ship attack. What the fuck? The ship attack was never up there. What the fuck? The second one. I thought it was just 2 ship attacks. Nope. Oh my god, of course he hits me with HE, man. Okay, 4 kills. I am very curious about my blind damage. I'm very curious about my blind damage. I hit at least 3, I believe. At least 3. This fucking game is so dumb. Oh! Okay, wait. 1,600. Blind. 1,600 blind damage. Another fucking map that I don't want to play on. Oh my god. All I'm getting are maps that I don't want to play. By the way, something I noticed. Every time I'm on a map that I don't want to play on, I'm also in a matchmaking that I don't want to play on. Okay, our E100 is gaming. He's making calls, which means he's gaming. That's good, because all we need to win is the city, and we win.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
All we care about is the city. Oh, look at this guy. What a professional light tank they have. Oh, look at them. They actually push for the dip. Yeah, I wanna be careful. You know what? I'm not even gonna sit in this bush until they spot something. The Borsig went into the city. What a gamer. Oh! There we go. What a low roll! What the fuck? Oh? I think that was a pen. There we go. Oh. There we go. That's why we load hash. There we go. I didn't pen. I did pen that one though. I want this Leo to tank for me. Okay. My aim was so garbage right now. Oh, fuck off, man. Oh, Artie is so cancerous. Okay, nice. I have to be careful. I don't want to die to Artie. There we go. Oh yeah, we hit 2 blind shots. Let's go. Not even an ace. Not even an ace. Like 2,700 damage in a tier 9 battle is an ace, but this isn't for some reason. What the f— Now that we could get a look at how this tank performs live, we can get into some handpicked battles. Starting off here on Proco. Initially I wanted to play on the hill, but seeing all my allies instantly turn towards the 2-line, I decided against it. Now without any lightings in the game, I could only hope that our Borask understood the assignment. This game wound up being my damage record for these 49 battles. I did have many opportunities to do more than that, but I usually threw them away by not paying enough attention. Such was the case in my battle for the second mark, where I dominated early on by abusing the elusive F4 position on Overlord. With how passively this Jisoo has played up until this point, I failed to even acknowledge his existence. With my intention to trade hit points with the 56 TP, he will proceed to jump scare me back into the garage, ending my damage farm prematurely. With 94.98% on the gun mark, the game decided to send me to Mannerheim for one final stand. Given the good matchmaking, I decided to embrace these tanks in a medium instead of camping on the obligatory triangle positions. Due to being brain dead, I now have to be way more careful and way more opportunistic. Hi. Unscripted rage here again. So, outro. I hope you liked. If you did, you know what to do. I appreciate all of the support. In fact, I will proceed to beg for support. You know what I mean? Again, a lot of effort. Who knows how well this video will do, because there are so many CCs that make high tier content, right? And I'm pretty sure there are people that are worth watching over me, right? However, I eventually want to get out of the early YouTube hell, and every single form of support is highly appreciated, you know what I mean? I will most likely use some form of clickbaity, overly clickbaity titles, so I hope you guys don't get the wrong idea. Charioteer, best tier ATD, godlike based vehicle, clickbaity thumbnail. The whole package. It's gonna be there. For sure. I'm sorry, but you know, I love this tank. I want the video to do as well as humanly possible. And I will walk over hot coals in order to do so. To ensure that it gets at least some form of click, right? And if I can get even 1 or 2 more subs, I will appreciate it, in fact, right? So is this the best tier A tank destroyer? Again, no clue. Probably not. Is it the best tier A tank destroyer for me personally? Yes, absolutely. It probably solely depends on what kind of tank you like playing. I can't make any other tier A tank destroyer work as well as I can make the charioteer work. No ship attack, no bossic, they're all too dependent on the red line. I do like those tanks, I do like playing those tanks, but over the years, you know, the bossic is my second most played tank, but over the years I have developed into the kind of player that just likes tanks that are more confident, right? And this tank really is confident in what it can do. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you could take something away from it and maybe possibly even sub to my channel, as outrageous as that would be, right? Yeah, I know that I will that I'm kind of distancing myself the from the low tier content, but it's kind of unforgivable in the community, right? People will just senselessly hate on you for it. So I like highlighting some high tier every now and again. I think that I'm entertaining enough to do so, right? Yeah. Anyway, see you guys around. Goodbye.